Good morning, Merle here from Scrap and Card Boutique in Durban. Welcome to my table. It's been a little while since I've been here. We had a little bit of flooding due to really bad rains and had a little bit of mopping up to do in my studio. And then last weekend I hosted a scrap away weekend where we scrapped and scrapped and scrapped. It was absolutely wonderful. Um, I'm going to show you two layouts using Penelope Dee Memoirs collection, and I'm not going to do a step-by-step tutorial as I did these two layouts at my scrap away weekend. However, I will talk you through them so that you can do them at home. Both very simple layouts, and I'm sure you're going to enjoy them. We're going to do some paper blocking, as you can see. And just a note that when you stick your papers down, leave a small gap of about 1/2 centimeter in between each piece of paper, as well as around the outer edges of your layout. I have used a plain grey cardstock as my background. And as I say, we're making paper blocks, I beg your pardon. All my inking I have done in Versamagic Pixie Dust, lovely soft pink. You can ink or not ink, whichever is your preference. I know a lot of ladies nowadays are going the no inking route. I still ink most of my pieces. Right, let's begin. The first piece we're going to cut is these two florals, and I have used, so it's that piece. I have used Always, but the floral side. You're going to cut two pieces, 15 centimeters by 29. 15 by 29. So there's that piece and that piece. You can ink them and stick them onto your background, your cardstock. The next piece that we're going to cut is these two pieces here, and that is that piece. It's absolutely gorgeous. Looks like a linen fabric. It's the Memoirs sheet, but we use that side. There again, you're going to cut two pieces, 15 by 29, ink them, leave 1/2 centimeter gap between your two pieces, and you can stick that down. That is your basic background, and we're now going to add your other bits and pieces. The next piece we're going to cut is this tag. So there's a tag here, and there's one on the left-hand side page as well. I have cut it from Momentous, two pieces, but you must cut them from the top of the page because you want to keep that bird, that beautiful hummingbird. You're going to fussy cut that out from the leftover piece, and I have stuck it here. If you don't want the bird on your page, then it doesn't matter where you cut it. So using Momentous, the dark side, you're going to cut from the top. You're going to cut two strips, 7 centimeters by 28 centimeters. 7 by 28, and then you're going to cut that at 24 centimeters. So you get that piece of the tag, and then the little piece that's left over, you're just going to cut a V into the side to make a tag, and you're going to stick that down on top of your two background strips, and once again leave a small gap when you stick it down just to give your tag a little bit of interest. The next piece you're going to cut is the pink dot. That is Memorable. You're going to cut two pieces, 14 centimeters by 14 centimeters. Those are for your photo mat. And once you've inked them and you get ready to stick them down, On the left hand page, you're going to stick it 6.5 centimeters from your left hand edge and 1.5 centimeters up from the bottom. On the right hand side page, you're going to stick it 1.5 centimeters from the top and 1.5 centimeters from the right hand edge. So not quite the same position as the one on your left hand side page. That is your basic layout, done and dusted. It's very simple, and you can now fussy cut to your heart's content. I used this chippy set and the frame from this chippy set. So here's that frame. I inked that in Versa Magic Sage. There it is. And then these photo corners I have used here on the left hand page. Again, inked it in Versa Magic Sage. You can now cut out from your cutout sheet as many bits and pieces as you want. There's the sheet. I used the doily, that frame, and some of these flowers and leaves, and I've just clustered them on my layout here underneath this frame and to the right hand side of this frame. From the leftover paper, I also cut out 2 stars, a dark one and a dotty one, pop them down. I just freehand drew some stars and cut them out. I've also used some words off the chippy set. I'll show it to you. Off this one, I've used Precious Moments, which is there. I used, let's have a look. Oh, Beautiful. That one there, and I just inked that in the sage. The others I've left the color that they come in. As I said, you can add as many flowers or bits and pieces of fussy cut elements as you wish. Some words off the leftover papers, find words that you think are pertinent to your layout. The photos are jumbos, 2 jumbos, 10 by 15. I've done one portrait and one landscape. I've got 2 smaller pictures, 8 by 10 centimeters. Sorry, that's also an 8 by 10. And then this one, the square one, is a 10 by 10. And I would also put a 10 by 10 photo in that space there. I've left the top of the chippy open, so I can just slip the photo in over there. That is that layout. I'll be doing the second layout with pieces of the same range, and we'll post that shortly. Happy scrapping!